So we're back, recovering from our epic war as usual. Got myself a cup of coffee, and we'll have to probably in it for the long haul here to recover. I mean, our manpower's trash still. Our economy's taken a bit of a battering. We've got some revolts. Some big Orthodox revolt has happened in Ingham Island, which is really annoying. So I've dispatched all my mercenary units to go and deal with it. And I'm building a corps in Haugaland, which means I'm positioning our main army there just to prevent it from rebelling. I checked out the potential for colonial range, and basically, for example, if I wanted to colonize Africa, which is the only free ones I can see, I need a range of 780. So if you remember that idea, that'll only get us plus 50%, which is nowhere near far enough. So we're pretty much stuffed at the moment. Get it? Our Poland's got... Now I hope we don't end up at war with Poland. Let's go and encourage them to like us. Improve our relations with Poland. Wow, they can't form alliances with us for a long time. The situation looks like France is growing into the super blob as usual. The Ottomans are still going strong. Austria's building up into another strong bloc. Muscovy, although humiliated by us in that war, is still probably too strong for us. So we're sticking it out. Can speed it up a little. Okay, let's hope our mercs can win this battle against these Orthodox zealots. Led by Yuri Apraxin. Could give us a leader. Oh yeah, I should tech up a bit. Get some money coming in. See, I'm trying to convert it, and I think that's why it revolted. I don't want to lose the progress. Why is the army stopped there? Where did I get this 4,000 men from? Bit confused by that. Did I just gain more soldiers? Well, if I did, they're pretty rubbish soldiers. Oh, they still managed to win, but we had overwhelming numbers. So what's this second army? Just more mercs. Guess I sent them a different direction, maybe. Let's consolidate our mercs. We'll leave them there for now. Oh, it's because our military rating is down very low. I turned down the spending, and that's why they were so ineffective just then. That makes sense. It's okay, because it's all merc army, so we're gradually going to run it down, replace it with some regular soldiers once our manpower is sufficient. This core is not too expensive. I think the other core will take a bit longer, be a bit pricier. But at least we control the main trading node here as well. Could change its culture to Swedish, but I don't think it's worth it. Hopefully it'll spontaneously change if we wait long enough. Yeah. Regroup our fleet. What is our fleet limit? 3227? It's not too bad actually. So we could strike out into the unknown with a fleet up across the North Atlantic. Oh wait, someone's already done it. It looks like. Probably Britain. So we're going to have a lot of trouble finding somewhere to colonize. Colonization is not easy. Shall we reap some administrative... Yeah, we probably need administration at the moment. Got our stability back up. Normally I'd go for military, but we need to work things out. More manpower? Probably ideal. Money and manpower. That's what we need. At least our manpower is actually going up now. Well, that's going to take a long time. Oh dear, I should have called it first, probably. It's probably not worth crossing this and conquering Denmark, but it is probably worth conquering Norway when we get a chance. What I'd quite like to do is capture Iceland, really. So what can we plot? Should we fabricate a claim? It's probably worth it. Oh, we can only fabricate claims on these places. I didn't know you can choose the province you wanted to claim. In CK2, obviously, you can choose a specific province. Not in this. Okay, money. Constable, I guess, will give us the biggest profits if we build it. Okay, Poland has a peasants' war. Västerbotten. Okay. We should have space for more army units soon, I imagine. So we could start recruiting maybe in Lapland. New regiment of infantry. For our main army. Army of Sweden. And the mercenary army. Just so I know which one's which, if they get referenced. I think once we have the core we can recruit men up here as well. Could dispatch some diplomats, make people like us more. Maybe we need to get the Emperor to like us more, because he's so powerful. It would be nice to be able to colonise, but there's just no way we can get the sort of range we need. Unless we can take maybe Iceland. Yeah, I think Iceland is what we need to take at some point. The weather element is quite nice. It's a bit of a lull in the action. It's allowing us to make our upgrades. Maybe an island. Okay, maybe we should save up for a military advisor as well. Yeah, we'll save up for one. While we turbo along. Muscovy's ambitions are a bit of a concern, but can't really do too much about it right now. Always suffering a lot of disorder, which is good for us. Blacking. Maybe it will go independent. Then we could wage war on it to claim it. That would be nice, but I don't think it's very likely. Recall that diplomat. Ah, gained a bit of base tax. It's always good. I think we can fill that chair now. Here we go. An army reformer. That should help. We could invest in it in a cardinal as well. There we go. We have a claim on Bolsan. Could dissolve the monasteries. Improve our income. Might as well. Heading towards Protestantism though. The increased secularization of the papacy and their accentuation on accentuation on rituals has gradually evoked concern across Europe. The preaching of new ideas is becoming more common, and appealing to several segments of society, dignity and respect for the peasants and salvation without loss of fortune for the wealthy. Majority of the citizens of Helgoland have begun to question the authority and actions of their religious leaders. Alright. This is the inevitable spread of Protestantism into our territories. We're going to have to convert once enough of them have converted. In which case, probably should just go with the core. It was a mistake to convert it, but it's too late to change that now, unfortunately. We've almost completed the core at least. Which might increase our range across the North Sea. We'll check it out. Come on. Yeah, so Helgoland is now ours. Which should mean that our colonial range across this sea is a bit further. So 338, 415, 500, 600. So we'd almost be in range when we get the bonus, if we had a bit more naval range as well. Which we don't have at the moment. Okay, we'll get some upgrades. Guess we should upgrade our... Should we have another marketplace? Or another constable? Marketplace gives us more money. We could put one up in the north. Next thing we need to do is get some more regular soldiers for this army. Maybe it's time that we got ourselves a cannon or something like that. A couple of cannon. Cost 30 each, so they're quite pricey, but probably worth having. Our truces will expire before too long, and then we'll have to be ready for another round of intense fighting. We won't have the Hansa to help us this time. There should be a stable government. They demand a stop to such outrageous reforms. Let's ignore them. We have the prestige. We've lost one of our generals, our brave generals. How is our leadership? We have one leader. We don't have a naval leader anymore, which is unfortunate. We can only support one leader at the moment though. So I guess it doesn't make any real difference. Let's get that in increased range. Oh, we've got Swedish steel. Excellent. Plus 50% discipline. That should help in wars. Let's see how our range is now then. So now our range is 487. So we could get as far as the eastern Gibbs fracture, which is nowhere near far enough. So far. Well, that's all well and good. We can buy one of the cannon now. Buying a cannon doesn't decrease the... oh, it does. I was misreading. Must have it over a different place. Things are looking okay though. Oh, we lost that cardinal. Oh dear, that's a blow. Should we get rid of the interest per annum? We don't really need a loan at the moment though. How can we get longer range? Can't really. We need an island somewhere. Uh-oh, took a loan. That made us fail our mission, I think. Because we were meant to be gaining money, not losing it. Hexholm needs a star fort. We'll gain 10 army tradition. 5 prestige. What do we need to reclaim? The Swedish region is not owned by Denmark. It's just this one, basically. Well, I guess the easiest one is to build a star fort in Kexholm. Where is Kexholm? Here. I guess it'll be worth it for when they declare war on us. It'll buy us a bit of time. Need a bit more money and that's all. So let's get to it. We also need to pay back that loan. I'll pay back the loan first, I suppose. Next month I think we should be able to do it. See how much it costs. Total 58. Oh dear. It's going to take us a while to repay. Guess it's going up each month. Maybe just each year. At least you can repay them in advance, don't have to wait. The old game you had to wait for it to come around. There we go. Got rid of that loan we unfortunately got ourselves. Then we need to build that fort. Will take us a little while. When's this truce going to expire? I think it's next year. Yeah. It's not too far away. Hopefully we'll have enough time to build the fort. Kexholm doesn't seem like a priority to me, but guess we might as well. Let's fortify it up. Protestantism is still spreading. Eventually we'll convert. Especially since we struggled to ever manage to keep control of the Curia. It's a club with no benefits for us. How much do I get per year? 4.28. Guess we could bring our maintenance down a bit further. Wow, this Protestantism is spreading fast now. Okay, so the Star Fort is going to cost us 60. Perfectly doable. Won't be finished in time for the potential war. Yeah, this Lord Cardinal. Build a Star Fort. Might as well. Maybe we'll call our actual army back to... well, actually we need to stay here at least until the missionary is finished. Otherwise we'll be in a lot of trouble when there's a rebellion. Bring our army maintenance back up a little. Ah, technology. Hooray! Now we can have another group of ideas. What do we want? So we can have quality, quantity. We haven't got a military idea, so I guess that's the one we should invest in. So which of these is best? Quality will improve our ships mainly. Efficiency of some of our army. Quantity will just improve our army. Defense doesn't look too helpful. Offense could improve us Fair amount. Aristocracy. It's okay. Which is actually best? The infantry combat ability is quite easy to get to on quality. Though the additional manpower would be nice considering how often we run out of it. Offensive probably would improve our military strength the most. But quality is always nice. Go with quality. And then we can get improved infantry combat ability immediately. And we can get recover morale speed faster. We can save and see if we need that. Cool. That's good. Should help us. Meanwhile, Muscovy's forces are rebuilding quite fast on our border. Maybe it would be worth... we put down that course, so we don't need an army all the way up here. Go back down to Stockholm, more central. I guess we could recruit some troops in the land. Maybe some more cavalry. And then another cannon. Ingermanland has a fair chance of revolt. Here, there's some trade disputes, as per usual. Should we ignore the heresy? Wow, that caused a lot of harm. We had to crack down on it because that was pretty harsh. We can recall that diplomat, and guess we should try and be friendly with England. Maybe we should make a new friend somewhere. Let's improve relations with Brandenburg. Could make some more royal marriages if we had to. Okay, we could probably unrecruit a few of these. Let's control that cardinal again. That should bring down our costs a bit. Uniform mercenary army's lost a lot of strength. Gonna have a new star fort in Kexholm though, and apparently that'll secure our borders. Our army force limit is okay. We lost... oh. I swear we had a bit more naval force limit than that before. Our army force limit is correct at least. But you can't upgrade boats, we have to replace them. Build brand new ones if we want to make money from it. So we could build another marketplace. Maybe Osterbotten. Then we should probably start upgrading our army again. Ah, we only just missed out on that guy. We can recruit for ourselves a Condotter infantry, I guess. They're pretty good. Then we should save up for another cannon, I think. Oh, we fortified our border. Fantastic. Protect our brethren in Finnmark. Don't quite understand. It doesn't really explain what that constitutes as a mission. We could achieve religious unity. Revival of our rival. This time it's the Palatinate. Strange. Oh, convectile act. What does that do? Increase our tolerance of heretics. We probably don't want that at the moment. Abolish all penal laws for members of other religions. Increases our tolerance of heretics. It's probably worth having, actually. Let's tolerate heretics. And then, we could probably get the Palatinate to like us at some point. When I get one of those guys back. Can't remember where the Palatinate is, though. So this one. They're currently at war with, like, several people. I don't know what their chances are. They have got Austria as an ally, though. So they'll probably be okay. We've almost converted Ingermanland. So the Russians didn't arrive in time to stop us in the end. Yeah, I think it's made it. More or less. Very good. Let's take a look at our religious situation, actually. So these ones have all gone Protestant. Let's see what places to the south of us have gone Protestant as well. We could convert. So England's converted to Protestantism. Still has a fair amount of Catholics. It could be doable. We're almost at the point where we could do it. A few more provinces, and we can convert. Now let's put down a core. Always important. Okay, another cannon, I guess. That's our next step. Maybe Finland. Can almost avoid it. So you've got the different stats, which help in different phases of the battle. But ultimately, just you want the max number of points as possible. Some do help with some things, like you saw that cannon helped with sieges when that guy was attacking one of our provinces. Which makes sense. I think the cannon make you quite a bit slower though, which I find a bit annoying, but it's sort of necessary. You reach a point where cannon are required, and at least in our regular army they'll be upgraded as we go along. Once our manpower is high enough, we can think about building a second army to replace our Merc army. Our war marriage is over. Our conversion is going to lose us this alliance potentially, which could be an issue. But at the moment, I feel like we can just about take Muscovy. Could build. Actually, where did we build that other dock? Oh, we did build one there. That's good. I think. Should we build another armory? Potentially in Finland? We build the army of Finland? Let's go for it. Wow, Royal Marriage Lithuania is good. Quite peaceful this round. Unusually so, considering how many wars we've fought recently. But you need time to establish your cause, rebuild your economy after you devastate it. No point in global settler increase, or global tariffs, or colonists at the moment, so all these aren't much use for us, for now. Should save up for the tech. So tech currently costs 1,000, so we're close to the point where we'll be able to get it. Same for that one. Same for that one. Good. Austria fight a lot of wars. Look at that religious map again. So yeah, we could convert. It might help. Bohemia's converted. Our political situation leaves us a bit vulnerable if we convert, unfortunately. Norway, Brunswick and Utrecht. That's not as strong. But he's got Denmark and Muscovy. Let's see. Lost an advisor, so we need to save up to buy another one. National tax one is pretty decent for us, so I think I'll be going with that one as soon as I can afford it. It's interesting the way that your advisors boost your tech. I guess it's sort of realistic. Like your country's focus will depend on the people around the king who advise him. It'd be nice to just negotiate with Denmark, be like, well, you've lost this province to rebels, maybe you should just give it to me. Sadly, I don't think it is an option. Norway's ended its religious turmoil. I guess it's unified under Protestantism. Yeah, more or less. We've got a big Protestant bloc here. It is slowly gathering strength. We could convert, but I want to do it at a better strategic time. I see we can see these provinces now. These are the ones which I quite like to colonize. I mean, they're not worth a great deal, but it's a stepping stone for us. The range is currently 600 from a land, which actually isn't that bad. That's not infeasible. 603. So we're not that far off once we have a bit more naval range. Which we'll gain a bit of here. Yeah, we'll get another boost next time, so maybe we'll be able to make it soon. Probably want to upgrade our fleet of cogs, quite possibly. But I'm not entirely sure how we're going to go about doing that. Because it's a long voyage that. Could lose a few ships. We could put an explorer on board. Shall we have a go at using an explorer? Could be fun. Adolf Frederick is going to take this fleet across the sea and discover the new world for us. He's going to discover some provinces bravely. I mean, we'll probably just lose all the ships, but I feel like it's about time that we upgraded them to the better ships. Because if we're going to colonize, we need ships which can cross to bring the reinforcing armies we'll need to deal with, conflicts, and also with, if there's a war over there, we can generally gain a lot of war score just by storming their colonies with our armies. Which is the reasoning. Such is the reasoning. So working on that core. Always much reduced. But I'd quite like to own some of their further west provinces, the far western ones. You can see that trade has been set up because you see these lines coming out of from the distance. So the British have colonized Canada somewhere. The Portuguese and the Spanish have colonized South America. Fairly historically accurate. I guess it's just the convenience of sailing there. It's pretty high. There's a lot of tiny islands you can colonize, I think. The range to these is what? 693? That's, oh no it's not. Smugglers? Oh dear, we're gonna have to take another colossal loan. Okay, maybe we do want that, oh we can't afford it now. Oh well, that's going to be very, very, very expensive. Which is very unfortunate. It's going to have to take out a huge loan. Painful. It's a bit annoying. Guess we need to bring down our mercenary force again. Hopefully we'll only take out, yeah, not too big a loan, but I think it's going to be fairly big. Oh well. What's the Liquor Act? More national tax, more stability cost. Well, tax is always good, especially since we're so low on money. This fleet's just sailing out suicidally. Whew. Took out a loan, big loan. So we'll see how bad our attrition is crossing this sea. Might need to negotiate some rights with England. There we go, he's going to do some exploring. This is exploring in action, lads. The eastern coast of Greenland. We could discover Greenland. Maybe we could colonize Greenland. That would do. We'd have to do. Yeah. Basing rights will let us land our fleet at an allied nation and recover. Well, Scotland might be an option. I would need to have a spare diplomat, though. I don't know if any of them are close to finishing their diplomacy run. October. Yeah, okay. We might want to recall one early. Which one's useful? Brandenburg's probably not worth doing at the moment. Influence, relations, stop relation improvement. We can bring him back, because we might need to get some basing rights. If we're lucky, England have colonised somewhere out here, and we can just land at one of their new ports, at one of their colonies. We've done it. We've explored the sea. It's actually the first time I've done any exploration in Europa, any of them. I'll generally just wait. We are taking attrition though. We discovered the coast of Greenland. It seems like you can't actually discover the place with the ships though, which is a bit awkward. Guess we would have to sail a conquistador over as well. But maybe we'll do that next. Looks like our ships can make it back and forth, which is good. Could dispatch a small mercenary force across the sea, if we can afford it, with the transport fleet. Hopefully if we can see a further north passage, we can avoid the prevailing winds. Because the prevailing winds down here are bad. But if we can sneak around the north, it might be okay. Naval range. 700. 600. I think we're getting close to the point where we could start colonizing. I mean, these aren't going to be high value colonies, if we're honest, but it'd be good to start somewhere, get some experience of how the system works. Things at home look okay. Okay, gone down to Greenland tip. Guess we'll head back when the fleet gets down to 50% or something like that. Get them to limp back home. Guess we sort of need to link up here, don't we? Better head this way. Oh, we gained some tax in Lapland. That's good. Our income is okay. We need to save up to pay back that colossal loan, of course. As usual. Typical for us. Equality. Exploration. Well, we need to save up for the increased range though. Maybe one more province will do the job for us. Our fleet is dying though. Okay, we'll head back. Which way is he headed? Yeah, good. Don't think he's going to make it. He might not even make it to the next province. We shall see. This will be how he dies. Yeah, one down. Poor Adolf Frederick Torstenson. All of our vessels were lost. But they discovered the Greenland Sea. How they got the news back to us, I can't honestly say. But they did it. And we got rid of that old fleet, which is convenient. I guess what's his name probably survived. They didn't tell me he died. Oh no, he is actually dead. Well, rest in peace, Torstenson. You did a good job. We need to pay back our loan. And then we can build a new fleet with better ships. That was good. Bit of exploration for us. Lost our fleet because there's nowhere to park in that part of the ocean. If we can get a colony over there, then it'll be workable. We know we can get a cog there, so it means the more advanced ships will be able to be there a bit longer. And that place doesn't seem too far. What's the nearest port again? Holland. Yeah, of course. I just sometimes wonder if the northern ones are going to be closer, but I guess not. Our manpower's still going up, but it's time that we started building our new fleet. We'll build it around here, I guess. Two of them. Start the third one. Probably want at least 4. Just waiting for it. There we go. 4 flights under construction. That'll bring us back over the force limit by quite a lot. It's not the end of the world. Then we'll start recruiting a new army. The army of Finland. Maybe from these provinces. Oh, that one's queued. Okay. Somewhere we built that thing to make them cheaper, didn't we? Cost 9 in Somaliland. It's a reasonable bargain. At least we don't need too much reinforcements at the moment. Build a new transport fleet. Oh, the Reformation is still spreading. The Reformed. Oh dear. We don't want any of the Reformed. Have enough trouble as it is. Christianity is just like schisming all over the place. It's not what we want to see. Probably disband this mercenary force soon. But we'll just get rid of 2 for now. Keep our costs under control. Okay, our flights are being finished. Shall we send an explorer with what remains of the mercenary army? That could be an interesting trip. Could discover Greenland, maybe. Is that within colonial range? 500. It's almost in range. Can get to the east coast of Greenland. Shall we give it a go? I don't know if you can colonise Greenland, though. I guess there's only one way to find out. But then our fleet might get wiped out crossing. It's probably not worth it. So our flight's better, warships. Would have thought so. Don't think they can transport any more men though, unfortunately. The Reformation continues to spread. This time it's the wrong sort. Oh, another ship complete. So our new transport fleet, smaller than our last one. But until we get some more, well, I guess we'll gain a bit more ships probably when we get Corningham Island. A bit more capacity for ships. Should be handy. Over our force limit for our army again, of course. Of course we are. But that's not too serious. We're working on teching up again. We need that range, so we need diplomacy for that. You go and improve relations. Who's the guy we're supposed to be friends with? Did I choose that mission in the end? The Palatinate. Alright. Or whatever's left of them. We can work on our relations with Bohemia as well, though they look like they're getting wiped out to me. Alright then. There's the transport fleet. I'll call it the transport squadron, because it's not really a fleet. Did I just misspell squadron? Doesn't look right. Well, we'll have to do. Got a fair-sized army. Hopefully enough to hold off Muscovy when it comes for us. Guess it's time to work on our economy a bit. How are we doing? Our inflation's back down to 0, which is good. Our balance is alright. So what does lower fleet maintenance actually do? Increases their trade power a bit. Well, we could bring it back up, I guess. Keep ourselves ready to go. They still allies with Muscovy? Yeah. Traditional. So I guess another conflict with Muscovy may be looming. So we can consolidate a bit more land in Norway. Need a bit more manpower first, I think. We'll save up for a bit of manpower, and then we will attempt to deal with Muscovy. There you go. Peaceful round this turn. We did some exploration. This is the area I'm planning on colonising. Presuming the British don't get there first. Oh dear. Oh, we have a new king. There you go. The rise of Karl the Ninth. Boehner. So we could strike out into the unknown with a fleet up across the North Atlantic. Oh wait, someone's already done it. It looks like. Probably Britain. So we're going to have a lot of trouble finding somewhere to colonise. Colonisation is not easy. Shall we reap some administrative... Yeah, we probably need administration at the moment. Got our stability back up. Normally I'd go for military, but we need to work things out. More manpower? Probably ideal. Money and manpower. That's what we need. At least our manpower is actually going up now. Wow, that's going to take a long time. Oh dear, I should have called it first probably. It's probably not worth crossing this and conquering Denmark, but it is probably worth conquering Norway when we get a chance. What I'd quite like to do is capture Iceland, really. So what's this second army? Some more mercs. Guess I sent them a different direction, maybe. Let's consolidate our mercs. We'll leave them there for now. Oh, it's because our military rating is down very low. I turned down the spending, and that's why they were so ineffective just then. That makes sense. It's okay, because it's all merc army, so we're gradually going to run it down, replace it with some regular soldiers once our manpower is sufficient. This core is not too expensive. I think the other core will take a bit longer, be a bit pricier. But at least we control the main trading node here as well. Could change its culture to Swedish, but I don't think it's worth it. Hopefully it'll spontaneously change if we wait long enough. Yeah, regroup our fleet. What is our fleet limit? 3227? It's not too bad actually. So we're back, recovering from our epic war as usual. Got myself a cup of coffee, and we'll have to probably in it for the long haul here to recover. I mean, our manpower's trash still. Our economy is taking a bit of a battering. We've got some revolts. Some big Orthodox revolt has happened in Ingham Island, which is really annoying. So I've dispatched all my mercenary units to go and deal with it. And I'm building a core in Haugaland, which means I'm positioning our main army there, just to prevent it from rebelling. I checked out the potential for colonial range, and basically, for example, if I wanted to colonize Africa, which is the only free ones I can see, I need a range of 780. So if you remember that idea, that'll only get us plus 50%, which is nowhere near far enough. So we're pretty much stuffed at the moment. Get it? Our Poland's got... Now I hope we don't end up at war with Poland. Let's go and encourage them to like us. Improve our relations with Poland. Wow, they can't form alliances with us for a long time. The situation looks like France is growing into the super blob as usual. The Ottomans are still going strong. Austria's building up into another strong bloc. Muscovy, although humiliated by us in that war, is still probably too strong for us. So we're sticking it out. Speed up a little. Okay, let's hope our mercs can win this battle against these Orthodox zealots. Led by Yuri Apraxin. Could give us a leader. Oh yeah, I should tech up a bit. Get some money coming in. See, I'm trying to convert it, and I think that's why it revolted. I don't want to lose the progress. Why is the army stopped there? Where did I get this 4,000 men from? A bit confused by that. Did I just gain more soldiers? Well, if I did, they're pretty rubbish soldiers. Oh, they still managed to win, but we had overwhelming numbers. So what can we plot? Should we fabricate a claim? It's probably worth it. Oh, I can only fabricate claims on these places. I didn't know you can choose the province you wanted to claim. In CK2 obviously you can choose a specific province. Not in this. Okay, money. Constable, I guess, will give us the biggest profits if we build it Poland has a peasants' war. That's the bottom. Okay. We should have space for more army units soon, I imagine. So we could start recruiting maybe in Lapland. New regiment of infantry. For our main army. Army of Sweden. And the mercenary army. Just so I know which one's which, if they get referenced.